Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's Smackdown review. As usual, quite a good show, probably a little better than Raw this week, and actually made it through pretty much all of it besides the Nikki Bella and Natalia segment, which just, I don't know, it just bored the living hell out of me. But we started off with Shane O'Mac coming down to the ring. He went through a few of the names of people that will be in the Royal Rumble and talked about the road to WrestleMania and various other things. Also announced that the Elimination Chamber match should be on in 4 weeks' time. So it's just 2 weeks after the Royal Rumble, and it'll be for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles comes out, says a few words, and Cena comes out next. And then The Miz interrupts finally, comes out to the ring with Maurice, walks down, talks about being the WWE Champion and the Intercontinental Champion at the same time. By the time WrestleMania is over, The Miz and AJ start arguing, with John Cena running around and hiding behind the pair of them, saying really stupid comments like he normally does. And this turns into a match between The Miz and AJ Styles, which is straight after. It ends up in a no contest, non-title match of course, and John Cena ends up on commentary. Not that bad of a match, bit of back and forth. The Miz goes out to ringside, AJ follows him, ends up shoving John Cena, so the referee ends up calling the bell for a no contest. They end up chasing each other, and John Cena ends up giving an AA to The Miz and AJ Styles after he attempts a phenomenal forearm. So as usual, John Cena comes out looking strong, but hopefully this means that he will actually lose at the Royal Rumble. That should make everybody else happy. So this is the Nikki Bella and Natalia segment that comes out next. Natalia's towards the top of the arena, walks up to the merchandise stand, starts complaining about all the merchandise for Nikki Bella next to John Cena and for Bret Hart. And then Natalia starts taking the merchandise down, gets jumped by Nikki from behind, go through a table together and then get separated and just carry on yelling at each other. So it looks like that feud's going to continue for a little bit longer yet. And then we have a match against Dean Ambrose against Randy Orton. This was set up earlier on in the night when Dean Ambrose asked for a match against Randy Orton. So Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper come down to the ring as well. They start getting into it. Orton and the referee convince Harper to leave the ring. The distraction allows Ambrose to roll up Orton from behind for the win. Harper and Orton end up going at it again after the match. Bray pulls him apart, punches Harper across the face, and Harper just starts blaming Orton. They all go to the back again, and this sets up a segment later on SmackDown where Bray Wyatt announces that the Wyatt family will be in the Royal Rumble, and next week it will also be Randy Orton versus Luke Harper, which does have the potential to be a good match, and hopefully Luke Harper will go over. You never know, but hopefully he will. Next is a little bit of a backstage segment with Becky Lynch cutting a promo on Alexa Bliss, saying that Alexa won't leave tonight with a women's belt. And then we go on to the King's Court with Jerry Lawler, who brings out Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler just stands there whilst Jerry asks him 4 or 5 different questions, says absolutely nothing. They show a couple of clips, one of Dolph Ziggler dropping a few elbows on Jerry Lawler on the night that he had the heart attack. And then he tells him that he's going to finish off the job before he does. He gives him a super kick straight to the chest. And JBL runs into the ring to check on Lawler. Lawler yells at Ziggler to come back into the ring, but Ziggler just walks away. It was a little bit strange, this one. Still not quite sure why they're playing off the real heart attack angle that happened back in 2012. I don't normally feel uncomfortable about certain things, but for once I actually got a little bit worried when he kicked him in the chest, and I don't know why. But there you go. And next, well, finally, was the Alexa Bliss Becky Lynch cage match. Not too bad a match, actually. Plenty of spots in there. One with the standing on top rope up against the cage until Becky kicked Alexa onto the turnbuckle, gave her a T-bone suplex off the middle rope for a 2 count. And then Becky locks Alexa in the disarmer, and then out comes La Luchadora. She enters the ring, kicks Becky in the head. Alexa hits Becky with a DDT for the win, celebrates with her, and then they both beat down Becky after the match. Becky Lynch starts fighting back a little bit and ends up ripping the mask off La Luchadora to reveal that it's Mickie James. And then they just continue to beat down, and they celebrate in the middle of the ring as SmackDown goes off the air. So not too bad. Should be interesting to see where they go with Mickie James. See if the Becky Lynch feud carries on as well. And yeah, not too bad actually. Made it through most of the show. It's still a hell of a lot better than Raw, a lot shorter. And that's it for Raw and SmackDown reviews for this week. I might start looking at doing short 205 and NXT ones as well. So let me know down in the comments if you want any of that. But until then, see you next week and